In this segment, we visit the Suffolk Art Gallery for the opening reception and awards presentation for 2 new exhibits. Waterways, a juried exhibition of works relating to the waters that surround us, and Matt Ike, the 7 Cities Satellite exhibit, opened at the gallery on September 7th. The Waterways exhibit features 68 artworks by 34 Hampton Roads artists, and Matt Ike's exhibit has been organized by MoCA, which is the Virginia Museum of Contemporary Art. The exhibits will remain on display through October 25th.
I had been out of town and I stopped by the gallery to pick up a piece I had in a previous show, and Linda told me, hey, the deadline's coming up, and I said, oh, I don't know if I have anything ready, and I, at the very last minute, submitted a piece. And then I received an email from the Art League. I submitted a piece that's based on, actually from the book, I think it's like The River Binds Us, and it's just stories of the waterways around Isle of Wight County, and it kind of inspired me, and I love the architecture of the homes in the area and the little oyster boats. So that was when I did that, the piece that I submitted. Fabulous! I've actually never won anything before like this, so it feels really great and very rewarding. I think I just love having a creative outlet, and it's just very therapeutic, and I'll just see any random object and think in my head, oh, I could do that this way and make it look this way, and I just love having the creative outlet, and everything inspires me.
I entered 2 pieces. One is a photograph, it's Deep Creek Misty Morning, and this is a really mood-evoking kind of a shot of the water with the mist rising up on the water. It's taken in the fall, so it's a lot of colors still, and it's typical of what you might see on the Intercoastal Waterway here at the end of the Elizabeth River. And the other piece that I submitted is sort of a hulk of a ship. It looks like a tugboat, but it could be any kind of trawler or something. And so I was experimenting. I normally work in clay. And in this piece, I wanted it to be something that looked like it was abandoned, something rusty, something that was just, almost like the ships that are in Russia when they drain the lakes and the ships just sat there. Kind of that idea. I'm fascinated by the patina of rust and old things, so that's kind of appeals to me. I think it's great that Suffolk has an art center, because not only do they have classes here, but they have chances for artists, local artists, as well as artists from other places show their work. And so I think it's really kind of vital that a city have some sort of a cultural background. Not only housing and employment and things are important, but somewhere that people can show, even if they're not professionals, it doesn't matter, but a chance to have an outlet for whatever they wanted to say. So I think this is a great place in Suffolk that has changing shows frequently, and so it's really a nice place to come and meet people like you. And so it's a fun place, and I'm really glad they're here, and I support them 100%. Art is a major part of mine and my wife's life. We were both art teachers. I started in Norfolk and she started in Virginia Beach years ago. And we went overseas. We taught for the government on military bases. It's called Department of Defense Dependent Schools. So we had a chance to travel the world and make lots of art and visit interesting cultures. And now that our students are grown up, we can see them and hear from them on Facebook and find out that some went on through my video classes and are filmmakers, others are teaching drawing in universities. So this is kind of a way for us to connect and find out what happened to them. So I think that's really something that's a positive thing for social media.
I submitted a large 2 foot by 4 foot acrylic on canvas piece that is entitled Incoming, which refers to the tides coming in and out. And again, because the theme of the show is waterways, I felt that was a very good topic for the show. And I based it on a photograph that I had taken of an incoming storm. And then I changed it and reversed the color scheme so that it was abstract, simplified, and rearranged, and the color scheme was orange for the sky and blue for the water and sand. I think that is probably one of my favorite aspects of having or participating in exhibitions and shows is the fact that when it does have a theme, that we all bring to the table a new storyline or a new image that we learn from one another as well. And I think that that's what is probably very intriguing, because if you look around the exhibition today, you will see there are a lot of images of boats, there are a lot of images of water scenes, but it's each artist interprets each scene differently, and the compositions, I mean, I think are always also very interesting to see how an artist lines up their lens or what part of an image they decide to take. Art has always been an intrinsic part of my life. One of my very first memories is the smell of crayons in the summer on my grandmother's porch, and I've basically been in love with art ever since. I always designed all the programs in grade school for all the plays. I was in the theater group and did the set designs. Every single part of our lives is touched by art. There's science, there's mathematics. Look at history. Without art, there would be no images, you know, before a camera. Probably William Blake said it best, that art is breath. Art is life.
Thanks for watching this segment of Suffolk Headlines.